Welcome to the Engineering Emotions Energy Podcast. I'm your host, Justin Wink. Welcome to the stunning conclusion of what has become a two-part series on the most dangerous word. And if you listen to the last episode, which I highly suggest, if you haven't, stop this right now, go find it, find the previous episode, make sure to listen to that, because I'm telling you, it's a game changer. So you're going to want to be all caught up. If you're all caught up, welcome back. It's good to have you. So you now understand that when you used to ask why something isn't the way that we want it to be, all it does reinforce the way that we don't want it to be. So the question you might be asking is, how can I make sure that I'm using this very dangerous word? Because remember, danger is all about how something is used, right? Like when you're a kid, they say, stay away from underneath the sink because there's dangerous chemicals there. Yet once we grow up and we're a little bit more adult, we know that those, yes, they are dangerous if used incorrectly, but they are very powerful chemicals and agents that can do beneficial things when used correctly, right? Like, so, that bleach cleanser. If you, going to open that up, take a drink. Yes, it will kill bacteria, viruses, but it will also kill all the cells in your body. So don't drink bleach, no matter what any current or former elected official or whatever tries to tell you. Just don't drink bleach. Do not do it. But if you want to get your whites whiter, you want to make sure something is super duper sterilized, bleach is a very powerful, helpful, substance, right? So it is all about how does it get used. So if you did follow along last week and you did, even if you only tried it for, maybe 5-10 minutes, you probably noticed that there are some whys in your life that are keeping you back, So, and I taught you how to take the wind out of the sails by sort of appending something to take, the sting out of it. So it almost just becomes nonsensical. Like, well, why am I so depressed except for when I'm happy? Why is it so hard to find a good friend except when it's easy? Now we're going to get a little bit more advanced and we're going to actually start to create the life that we want by using why. So this is, these are the advanced concepts. This is the extra special ninja training, right? So, and I'm recording this, a little earlier before it lands. It doesn't really matter. Cause actually probably when this comes out, I'll just be coming out of my meditation retreat and there's going to be even some more cool stuff. But I really wanted to make sure that you guys get, the consistency of things to continually help improve your life, to have less stress, more powerful relationships, and have more impact with the type of work you do. You don't just want to be working for a paycheck and waiting for the weekend. You want to be waking up with some passion and some excitement. And if you just haven't been doing that as much as you'd like, that's what this podcast is for. And I'm going to explain why is part of how you can have that happen. So there's some things that you want in life, right? You want to maybe have some more money, not just for the sake of having more money, but you want to be able to do the types of things that you want to do so you can have the experiences. You want to have that travel. You want to be able to have those connections with the people that you actually care about, that you feel like you can just be yourself and share the experience. You don't have to worry about what they're going to think. And you want to do it while feeling and looking good. There's a whole dream life that you want to make a reality. And look, that might not be the life you have now. And let's get honest. Let's get real. It's not going to be the life you have tomorrow either. But it's amazing what we can do in 2 to 3 years. I've seen this with my own history. I mean, even maybe just this podcast is a good example. I've been doing this podcast for well over a year. And if I compare to that first podcast to how I'm doing it now, I'm having so much more fun. The quality is so much better. The audience is growing and growing, and I'm helping more and more people. And did it happen overnight? No, it didn't. But I set this out a while ago, And so when we start to envision what we want in the next few years, there really is no limit. I defy you. I mean, if you really don't want what you want, then you're going to find a way. But really, you're just proving my point that whatever you want is possible. So if you want to not want what you want, done. Easy. You're a winner. You made it. But if you actually want to be bold, be courageous, and dare to dream and say, you know what? I don't want to have to work in a cubicle anymore. Or maybe you want a cubicle, but you want it with a great view overlooking Vancouver, because it's gorgeous up there, Vancouver, Canada. Dare to dream. And now how are we going to get it? So one of the reasons I said that the why is so dangerous is because whatever you're asking, it presupposes that that's already true and that you just want the supporting information. So what if we use it to ask some lofty questions, which presuppose that the life you want, the way of being that gets you to what you want, that is already true. It just needs a little bit more support, and your mind can just fill in that support. So you might be thinking, Justin, this is a little bit like affirmations, isn't it? Where I'll just repeat it over and over again. Like, yeah, we'll go with money, even though fundamentally money is a means for most people to get to something else. It's still something that, is a necessary thing. So an affirmation would be saying something like, I have money. I have money. The trick with affirmations is, and they require often a lot of repetition over and over again in many, many ways, is because fundamentally it sets up a little bit of an argument in our mind. Because try this with me. And Bill Gates, this might not apply to you. Jeff Bezos, this might not apply to you. But for most of us, just try to. I have so much money. Did you hear that slight little response of like, no, you don't. You've got some bills, and you get annoyed whenever you have to pay them because you would rather have more money. So these affirmations, when stated that way, our mind can dispute it, and we're often very used to disputing it, and so we're really, really good. So that's why it requires a lot of discipline, dedication to continually repeat that. Whereas these lofty questions, and I believe this comes from Marissa Peers. I might be wrong. I got this from seeing Vishen Lakhiani, the founder of Mind Valley, at Mind Valley Live. Just a little over a year ago. It was end of February of 2020, before all of the lockdowns and stuff happened. So got to see him talk about these lofty questions, where it's effectively a combination of a bit of an affirmation, but you incorporate why. So instead of I have money, why is it so easy to have money pile up in my life? So it presupposes that it's easy for money to pile up in my life. And then now the mind is just trying to give supporting information. So it's going to remind you of that time that you were just walking and you found a $5 bill. Like that was crazy. Or like you'd forgotten that you sent in that rebate request. Remember rebates? Like I haven't seen one of those in a long time, but I used to do rebates. And you get that check in the mail for $35 just out of nowhere. And just your mind will recognize all the times that money just kind of like piled up and came to you. And the more you ask the question, the more support and the more it's likely going to happen. So I've got a lot of examples for you guys of how you can do these. And so you'll start to get the gist, and then you can just make up your own for whatever type of life that you want to have. So again, this utilizes the basically the oh boy. I lost my train. So a lot of people are familiar with the like The Secret, that basically like, if you want it, you'll get it. And, a lot of people have done that. They don't get what they want because really the universe doesn't give you who you want. The universe, it reflects back who you are. So if you are someone who is full of love, the universe will give you love. If you are someone who's full of abundance, the universe will give you abundance. And this is something that I've literally done, 30-day trainings on these topics and stuff. So we're not going to get into that. But what these questions are doing is that they are helping to shift your identity so that you can be the person that gets what you want. So if, like I said, so if we're talking money, why is it so easy for me to attract, multiply, and keep money? It presupposes that you are a person where that is a fact, that we're now like considering that is your identity, is someone who money just comes, it multiplies, and it stays with you, which might be contrary to your previous identity, which has been maybe someone where money comes in and it goes out, or someone who it's been hard to get enough money, or someone who just, there's never seems to ever be enough. So those are sort of identity components of money, of who you might feel like you are at a core. And we want to shift that so that you can get what you want. So you want to think, okay, what do I want in 2 to 3 years? And most money is really just a means. And most people, they want to get to bliss or feeling happiness. So a good lofty question related to that is, why am I always surrounded by bliss and happiness no matter what? Time. Like a lot of people are like, I don't have enough time. I wish I had so much time. So how about asking yourself, why am I able to do so much in so little time? Like Elon Musk, that guy's got the same 24 hours, 7 days a week that you and I have, yet I don't even know if I have time to read all the tweets that guy tweets out. That's my current perception. But if I was to probably take on his thoughts of time, why is he able to do so much in so little time? I'd probably be able to be a tweet machine like that man as well. Love, connections. Why am I always surrounded by love and amazing people whom I'm deeply connected to? Another one. Why am I so brilliant, so genius, and so able to tap into source for instant inspiration? Because wouldn't you like to be a creative person that's just able to put forth into the world like beauty and amazingness and innovation? So that question of why am I so brilliant, so genius, and so able to tap into source for instant inspiration, that is money right there. And by money, I mean happiness. Some other ones. Why does the universe always have my back? So some people think that this is a fact, that the universe has your back. That is not a fact unless you are someone who has the identity that things are taken care of for you, then it does. But many of you are there saying like, bullshit, all these horrible things happen to me because you believe, why do bad things happen to me? And you've got your reasons. I'm sure that they're listing off to your brain. So I'm going to say, why do bad things happen to you except for when they don't? Why does the universe always have your back, my friend? And if you keep asking yourself that question, more often than not, things will work out much, much better. Because ultimately, we never know, is something good or is it bad until it plays out. And, we actually don't know how anything's going to play out over the long haul, in the next 5 years, 10 years, our lifetime, lifetimes of our children, children's children, cosmic time, probably all going to be okay. Why do my dreams and goals come to me with such ease and speed? Why am I so good at taking care of my health? Why do I have such a clear vision of what I want for my life? Why do I become healthier and more attractive as I age? Why am I surrounded by so much beauty? Why is my life filled with so much fun and adventure? Why is it so easy to turn any situation into an opportunity for joy, love, or growth? Why am I always surrounded with love? Why does money pile up in my life? Why am I so bold? Why is it so easy to create my own lofty questions to craft the life I've always dreamt of having? So I'm hoping that with those examples that honestly, it probably captures, everything you'd likely to have, but you can really make it as specific or as general for any type of thing that you're really trying to go for. And this is how why can be used to your benefit. So instead of why being dangerous and destructive to your dreams, you're probably starting to see and feel a little bit better about why life can be easy and even fun to go towards what you're looking to do, right? So I'm really glad that you've been here with us in this first two-parter I think I've done on this podcast. And again, hit me up. Find me on social media, Justin Wink, WENCK. Remember to subscribe and rate us 5 stars or the max, whatever, if you're enjoying the show. If you're not, please find me on social media. Give me the feedback personally, and gonna do what I can to address it, because I really am here to serve you guys and make sure that you can have less stress, have more impact with what you do with your work life, and have the relationships that you desire and treasure, and can have more time to be around those fabulous, fabulous people. So that's it, and thank you, and good day.